What's up, you guys? It's 99 Game, and we are back playing some tips with Kenny or whatever on Halo 5. We might switch it up games. I'm gonna have Jalen play his, but here we go. It's a Team Slayer, I think. Yeah, Team Slayer. You know, it was ranked up. I just played 10 ranked games and just found out what I was. I got really pissed off because I was doing really good, and then once I hit, Challenger and Onyx. When I was winning, I won one game, lost one game, and I just dropped out of nowhere to gold. And I got really pissed off because I was averaging really good. This game is going to be a really easy game. But actually, these guys are actually considerably diamond tier players because they were literally right before we got in. We heard them. Oh, I heard them from something. They was like, oh, I used to be in diamond, blah, 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 this, blah, blah, that. I used to be in challenger, Onyx or whatever. Onyx? Yeah, Onyx. And they were just bitching because they had to re-ranked. Two of them had to re-ranked. Two of them was already in diamond. So my team was platinum, and then me unranked. I think that was my 6th game. And then there were diamond, unranked. Diamond 1, diamond 1. They weren't like that good. But this was an extremely easy game. Like, we blew them out of the park. And it's actually wasn't teamwork, This was pretty much me just doing whatever I wanted. Like, I had a chance to do what I wanted when I wanted, Easy right off the bat. Saw him, knew I had to kill because he wasn't moving. And from the video, he looked like I missed a lot, but when I played, I was hitting every shot. Didn't get the perfect because eventually I would miss. My goal was to make sure the top was advantage. So I should have switched to the pistol. I was an idiot, and I got the reversal. If I had the pistol, I would probably won that fight. He was missing a lot of shots. I was hitting mine. I should have switched to the pistol. So this one, I knew I was out. So right there, I spotted 3. Yes, in this map now I could see the 3 and the reason why. But when I was playing, I saw all 3, and I knew I lost. So my goal was to run. And luckily, from the radar, I noticed that my teammates were close by. So I went straight to there. Not straight to my teammates, but at least to my teammates where I can hide, recuperate, find out what to do next. The reason why I always go to the team because it is team player. It's a lot different from Call of Duty, more team-based. So I noticed that help was needed. So I decided not to keep fighting, but on purpose, not to interfere because he should win that battle. He was behind, he should have won. Luckily, the signal when it says green, teammate shot, or teammate shooting at you. I don't know why. I've gotten betrayed because I've had the sniper. This one, I missed the shot, but he was an idiot and let me backsnipe. Luckily I could run away. I knew what I had. I thought I was gonna get hit right here, but luckily he was on top of me. If he was on bottom, he would probably is one or the other. I would die or he would die. So I noticed him and I went right off the back. I took the second shot just in case if he didn't die. This one, really easy because he let me backstab. So right here, if I had a mic, I would have called out. Calling out right here, I would say, sandbox, middle, or sub bay. I'll call out that. Or whatever, sinking ship, sandbox, or something. Whatever you can. Littlest words will help. Scuba, lift, around there. Calling out, it's really good just because that was a one-shot, knew the area, but you can also call out saying, hey, there's a one-shot there. And then, since you're dead, you can still call out saying, hey, there's another guy, what's it called? Or lift, ramp, whatever you want to call it, It's your decision, If you're playing with your team, like a friend or something, it helps so much if you guys would know your, spots. And, it doesn't have to be like colors or it doesn't have to be like, catwalk this or catwalk that, bottom. It's whatever you want it to be. Let the call out be how you play. Because one, it's your guys' call outs, and two, the quicker the better. In my opinion, if you could call out quicker, it makes it a lot easier. Oh yeah, this is when I just fucked it. That was just completely sad. Like I said, I'm decent. I'm good enough where I could teach people, but I'm not good enough where I can wreck people every goddamn game. impossible. So this one, it was a 2v3, so he was smart to run. I was smart to run because I was still one shot. You know, Easy had an easier kill, low, but easily died. I noticed all three actually. I noticed two, and I noticed the third was coming. So I went to 0 right off the bat because I knew he was still there. I thought there would still be a fight, and I thought that was still fighting, but when I heard the battle just completely stop, I went straight into it. And I went aggressive. Something I never did. Luckily my teammate knew, and he had the BR, the Halo 2 BR, which is actually one of the best BRs. Goddamn game, it's so damn good. And once again, easy. Like, I don't know. This guy was the guy who was complaining, and he did the worst I've ever seen. Like right now, it's halfway through the game. I'm at 8-3, so I'm at a 2 point something, 2.5, 2.2. He's 1-9, and he's complaining that he's not in diamond. A diamond player should not be 1-9. Okay. A platinum player should not be at 1-9. A bronze player, a gold player, maybe 1-9. A bronze player, whatever the lowest rank is, that's 1-9. That's right there showing that these guys are either BSing me or they just fucking bitch. They just complain, and they didn't care. So right there, I knew we kind of won this game. And I went to target. If I would have in a team, we would have target easy like crazy, or target that's top players. So Webb was right there. I didn't notice him, but I knew there's a shot. You know, my first goal, him.
Fuel rod is on the field.
Grenade. I should have been dead. Died. So right there, I should have gone back, but I got shot from the back, so I thought I'm screwed anyways. You know, there's sometimes you're gonna die. It's not 100% you get perfection. You know, if you make a stupid move like how I did, you're gonna die. And you know, it's a stupid move. So, you know, tip, probably, I don't care. These are just telling you like what you should have done, what I should have done, and how you get better. Right here, I went for the collide. I tried it, I missed. So right here, grenade. Grenade placements helps. My grenade was so late, but luckily because of another grenade he hits, I shoot. Because of that, I had the advantage. Grenade placement is everything. If you can place a grenade where you want it to be, you are probably going to have the advantage. Just because you can do in 1 shot, 2 shots, you can have multiple 1 shots so you can clean up, you know. There's times where you can get like an overkill with it. I'm just saying stuff that, you know, I've known. This is a really good game. This was actually a really top-notch game. Easy game for me. It was a really easy game. Like I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to diamond easily. Nope. Played the 10 games. Won 7 of them. Good KD. Had a shit ton of assists. Platinum fucking 2. So I'm like, fuck this. I'm done. You know, I have to win every game. Literally win every game. And you know what? I tried it. I won 8 games in Team Arena. Got to Diamond 1. With the worst KD. The worst KD you could get. So it's about wins, guys. It's literally about wins. Like, I tried to see if they put a little bit of skill base. No. So if I lose every game, I'll probably play against the worst players and just get nothing but like that's what literally they tell me. Just completely suck like that. That one I should have calmed down. You know, shots should have been right, but it happens. You know, I'm just saying, you guys, it happens, and you know, Halo's more about skill. It's not. It's really not. It's all about the wins in here. You know, if you win, you get this. You win, you get that. Points now. You know, back in Halo 3, it's all about the wins. You know, no one cared about KD. And yet, you could say, oh, a lot of people. But actually, would you rather win and go up ranks, or lose but have like an amazing KD? Yeah, just think of that. And you know, like I'm not gonna lie, when I played in Halo 3. I was a diamond. I was a general. I had 50. 50, I had a 50 in Sniper, and I had a 50 in Lone Wolf. I had a 43 in Team Slayer, and I had a 40 something in. I knew how to play. I had a good team, and I didn't really care. So this one right here, I was just trolling. I was just having fun. I just stopped caring because we won. I already knew we won, and I knew it was a blowout, and my KD was already high. You know, sometimes you just don't care about your KD. I did not care about my KD, and game's over. We won. It easy, and I had fun, and yeah. So I went 17, 8, and 9. You know, typical easy game. Almost a 2.0. Yeah, it's like almost a 2.0. It was like a 1.9. So if I didn't die, I would have been a 2.0. I don't really care. You know, can my KD go up? Of course. If I actually try, find a team and everything, of course. I have a mic. I have everything set up. You know, but at the same time, when you're recording, you can't. It's hard to like do a lot of things. But no, just pretty much. In Halo, you have to find a team. You have find friends, you know, place unless you're going to play free for all by yourself. Because if you don't find friends, you're going to put randoms. Some people will call out, some people won't. You have to find friends. You know, it's bad and it sucks. I know, but it happens, and it's this game you have to. Call of Duty, you can pretty much go by yourself, get 30 kills, maybe win, maybe lose. But at the same time, Call of Duty, it's not about the win and losses. It really is not. It's all about the kills. Halo, it's a different story. It's all about the wins. And yeah, you could have KD and say, oh, I left at 1.9. But if you have a 30% of winning, they don't like you. You know. And when I look at wins, percentage, and kills and deaths. You know, wins, if 50% is where you want, because you will have to lose, especially if you're not on a team. I don't have a team. I don't have friends. That's so sad. I have friends, but at the same time, I don't have friends on Halo no more. Because of that, I don't have anything. You know, finding a team is always key. Once you find your friends, you're good. Now, do you have to play with them all the time? No. I mean, you can always go into game and hope for a good team. But at the same time, then if you have a bad team, and especially if that's your 10th game, let's say that's your 10th ranked game, and you have to go in by yourself, and you get the worst team against, say a challenger team or Onyx team or a diamond team, a legit diamond team, you're gonna lose. Honestly, you're gonna lose. If that team is a fool, they have chem, they have talk, they know how to shoot, they know how to team shoot, they know how to team takedown, you are fucked. You lose. There is no way you should win. If you find a way to win, I will congratulate you. You have to use a power weapon, or you have to have control of the power weapon. That's the only thing. You have to have control. So that's why in this game, I had a decent team that let me carried. You know, 17 kills is not considered a carry, but at the same time, it was considered a carry just because how I played it, it was more, I could do whatever I want. Once you do whatever you want, it's considered a carry. Because you could have your way. You don't have to get that many kills. But at the same time, you can have your way. I've had friends that had 23 assists, and I said, you technically carry the team. And he said, no, I didn't get any kills. I said, no, if it weren't for you, we would have lost. You know, you have to figure out, like, who is the actual MVP. For me, it was actually me because I had more consistency. I had a good amount of assists. That's why I was the MVP. But let's say if, I don't know, another guy had 12 kills, no deaths, but he had 12 assists. Let's say that. I'll give him the MVP just because he had no deaths. So he put in no points for them. He had 12 kills, so 12 points right off the bat. And then he added 12 more points, helping out 12 points. Just because of that, I'll give him the MVP. He didn't get the MVP because of kills, but I'll give it to him. You know, you have to figure out who was your most valued team, and from there you gotta figure it out. I will have to make another video, same thing as this, but actually a whole different one. It was actually a good one. You might like. You might like the second one just because of. I'm gonna talk about MOG teams and how they used to be and how I think they're gonna be. You know. It's been night tonight, and I don't know why I had a break. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you like and subscribe. I will put this up on Facebook. The Halo 5 community Facebook, if you want to join, I will put it up. We're going to just talk about it. And yeah, if you guys see this video, please like and subscribe. Come saw my video. I'm not going to do a 1v1 because I completely hate 1v1s. It's in my nature. I could talk a lot bad about it, but I could talk a lot good about it. So from there, I like to discuss about Halo, and I'm just going to leave it like that. Night out. Later, guys.